Hare Om. We are discussing the chapter 10th, Vibhuti Yoga, and in that yesterday we saw the 10th sloka also. Tesam satadujuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te. Lord Krishna explains to Arjuna, my dear, to them who are ever steadfast, worshipping me with love, I gave the yoga of discrimination by which they come to me. How do they come? What this discrimination power does? To that he gives the reply. Tesam evam anukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha nasayami atmabhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata. For them, to make their effort easier and quicker, I give them the reward, because they think of me all the time. I gave them the reward. What is that? Jnana Yogam, Buddhi Yogam. Buddhi Yoga is intuitional power or the discriminational power by which they will be ever established in me. That will help to eradicate little darkness, whatever is veiling the heart, the purity or the absolute truth, that will be wiped out, and they will be ever established in me. And that will be done by this light of the knowledge, discriminative knowledge, that will help it. Okay, tesam anukampartham, out of mere compassion for them. Aham ajnanajam tamaha nasayami. The darkness which obstructs the vision of the Absolute, which is ignorance, I destroy that by lighting the light of the knowledge. How? By the luminous lamp of knowledge being dwelling within their self, abiding in this self, I help them. Luminous lamp of knowledge, the Lord dwells in the heart of the devotees who constantly think of Him and destroy the veil or the darkness born of ignorance due to the absence of discrimination. By the luminous lamp of knowledge, fed by the oil of pure devotion, fanned by the wind or profound meditation on Him, provided with the wick of right intuition, generated by the constant cultivation of celibacy, piety, and other divine virtues, held in the chambers or the heart free from worldliness, placed in the innermost recesses of the mind, free from the wind of sense attractions, withdrawn from the objects of the senses, and untainted by likes and dislikes, and shining with the light of knowledge of the self caused by the constant practice of meditation. So he is giving the description, the composition of the lamp of knowledge. What is the wick, what is oil, what is how it is lit up, and how it is saved from wind, etc. Everything. This is by divine virtues and protecting the divine, demonical qualities, obstructing it to burn. In this way, all these qualities, divine qualities and demonical qualities, we have seen before it. Lord has explained everything, how all these divine qualities help us to purify our heart and make the mind pure. In this way, almost everything we have discussed beforehand. And now, to gather everything, he gives us the description of the lamp of knowledge, which will eradicate the darkness of ignorance by the help of discriminative knowledge. The lamp is not in need of an instrument or means or any sort of practice for the removal of darkness. The generation of the light itself is quite sufficient to remove the darkness. As soon as the darkness is removed by the light, the pot, the chair, and the other articles are seen. Even so, the dawn of knowledge of the self itself is quite sufficient to remove ignorance. No other karma or practice is necessary. No self-effort is required. After the ignorance is removed by the knowledge of the self, Brahman alone shines in its pristine glory. The lamp shines by itself You see, our Akhand Deep, it is ever burning. But somehow, to protect it from the wind, we have to cover it. And what happened, of course, we have the uh, glass that protection, so that it will be visible. Even then, to protect still more efficiently, we put some plastic sheet on it. And that is also not enough. Some thicker plastic sheet we put on it. That is not enough. Then we have to put a black plastic sheet over that. And over that again some black cloth, so that it will be protected from all the sides nicely. No doubt in it. So we can easily sleep. But when in the morning you get up and try to see the lamp whether it is burning or not, what do? You have to remove all these covering sheaths. Slowly you have to remove one after another. This is in a yogic way, or in philosophical terms we call it a purificatory process. And when everything is taken out, the light is ever burning. Continuously it is Akhand Deep. Now it is seen by itself, no other torchlight or anything is needed to see it. Even no spectacle is required. Nothing is required. No effort is required. It reveals itself. It is self-effulgent. So the moment all these veils are removed, the self-effulgent light reveals to one and all. In this way, when Lord has helped us, His nearest, dearest devotees, now all the path is without any obstacles. Go ahead. Once there is some stories in the Puranas and in the Upanishads also. Once it so happened, Naradji was always, he is a roaming saint, traveling saint. He will not remain anywhere for a long time. So he was going somewhere, and by the way of Vaikuntha, he happened to go and pay his reverence to Vishnu. And he asked, "My Lord, I have a doubt. Can you please remove my doubt?" Yes, Narad, you are so dear to me. Come on, what do you want to know? My Lord, you are all-pervading. I know. And the Shastras also declared it. And everybody, all the knowledgeable persons, they say the same thing. God is everywhere present. But I want to see you quickly in a spot. Which spot it is? where do you live permanently and you are never absent there? That is what we are going to do. Arjuna will ask the same question to Lord Krishna. He will ask, of course you have told everything about your glories. You yourself have now explained to me, and many great saints and sages have sung your glories. We have heard, and I also accept you. What you said, it is right. But yet, I want to hear more. In which particular places you are always available, we can find you easily. More visible, you see, in the foggy sky. Sometimes we don't see some objects, but when it is clear sky, everything is visible. So, which is your choicest place? You are more visible there. So please, can you tell me? Arjuna will ask the same thing. Narada asked once to the Lord. So Lord said, Naham vasami vaikunthe yoginam hridayena cha madbhakta jatra gayanti tatra tisthami Narada. Oh Narad, my dear, I never abide in Vaikuntha all the time. That means, of course, he is all-pervading. He will be always there, but he is not more visible, not quite clearly visible in Vaikuntha, because there will be so many Narayans. Sajujya Mukti Wale, those who have attained that loka, they will live there in the form of Narayan. So it is very difficult to find out the original Vishnu. There will be hundreds of Narayans. So in this way, he is not so distinct. We have to use our discriminative power. Then only he will be more visible. In this way, everywhere, Nam vasami vaikunthe, yogi nam hridayena cha. Yogis also always meditate on me. I don't abide in yogi's heart always. I am not so distinct to everyone in the heart of the yogis. Then where do you abide? Distinctly, clearly, without any foggy veils. Madbhakta jatra gayanti tatra tisthami Narada. Where my devotees sing my name, my glories, I always abide there, and I am so clearly visible to everyone there, because they surpass all these barriers and they see me so dear and near to them. I always abide there. And somewhere else he said, Narad, don't think this Kshirosagar, the Milky Ocean, is my abode. It is symbolically known. The tears of my devotees come out from their hearts of hearts with full of devotion, full of bliss. I always abide in my beloved's tears. that is from heart to heart. So all these places are more dear to the Lord. He is always available there. So now, after hearing this, Arjuna asks, similarly, just as Narada asked Lord, Arjuna asked, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusam Saswatam, Divyam, Deva Devam, Ajam Vibhum. Thou art the Supreme Brahman, the Supreme Abode, or the Supreme Light, the Supreme Purifier, Pavitram Paramam, eternal divine person, the primeval God, unborn and omnipresent, you are everywhere. How do you know it? Paramam Brahma, the highest self, the supreme self. The word Param indicates the pure and attribute-less absolute, one without a second, free from the lining adjuncts, lining, demarcating lines. It is Satchidananda Brahman. The inferior Brahma is the Brahman with qualities Saguna Brahma. In other words, we have seen Saguna Brahma is lower manifested or unmanifested, lower unmanifested, which manifests in manifold ways. Saguna Brahma, it has got qualities. Ishvara, one who governs over the universes. Brahman with the limiting adjuncts or the chosen object of meditation by the devotees. The devotees, they like some forms, some linings. We don't see all the countries, all the continents and all the details in the world map. We are concerned with our India headquarters, that is capital. Where is the capital of India? So our Japanese friends are coming. Now we want to know the capital of Japan. Why do we go to America or England to find out the capital cities? We are not concerned. So in this way, the devotees, they have their choice. The world map is there. All the details you will find there. But you want some particular places to find out. Come on, that is also there. In this way, the devotees have their particular choice. So they try to concentrate on that particular place. That is form. That is the name and form. So God is available there also. It is within the world map. It is not outside the map. Everything is within. But you are more interested in some particular name and form. that is allowed, that is loved by the Lord. He is there also. So what happens? That is called Saguna Brahma. That is qualified, unmanifested. Qualified, it can manifest. Wherever you want, in whatever form you want, it will be available there. In this way, little difference in our understanding, our divine likings and dislikings. Of course, we don't dislike other gods, but our God is superior than other gods. little selfishness is there. That is allowed. That will be wiped out very soon. What happened to Dhruva? He just heard from his mother, 5 years old child, simple heart, simple faith. Mother said, God has not written in your fate, you will sit on the lap of your king, father. Oh, is it? He has to agree to it. And why did he not write it in my fate? It is he knows. Where does he live? To avoid all these questions, mother said, he lives in forest. Forest means in solitude. In Vishnu Sahasranam, a name of Lord Vishnu is, it is solitude. क्या नाम? What is that name? Come on, Guruji. Which means solitude. And that is the name of Lord Vishnu, who is all pervading. एकांत और एक नाम है, उसका नाम है Kaivalyam, and also Kaivalyam means oneness, and another name also is there. 3-4 names are there, which Lord Vishnu's name. Are yaar. I shall tell you. So, God is always alone. That means all pervading one is always alone. So in this way, forest is name of the solitude. So Dhruva goes to the forest to search for Narayan, to ask him why he did not write his fate properly. Child, simple-hearted child. At midnight he got up and went to the forest. And there he was searching Narayan in every object. He will embrace the tree. Are you Narayan? Some ferocious animals, bears, tigers, he will embrace them. Are you Narayan? ahimsa pratisthayam tasya samipe vairatyagaha. When the child's heart is so pure, without any tent of any little thought of doing something harm to others, he just loves everyone. Are you Narayan? So in that case, no ferocious animals can do anything harm. No harm they can do to the child. And so terrible animals, they don't do any harm to simple babies of any other animals or human beings. They never disturb them. Many times it is seen a child playing with a snake. The snake doesn't harm the child because it is our own thought which encourages the other person to react harmfully, because you have that feeling in your heart that prompts the animal to bounce upon you. So Dhruva was embracing everyone, are you Narayan? But nowhere he got any answer. In this way he was searching for Narayan in the dense forest. Naraji, the celestial monk, he was passing by in the air. He saw this strange view. A child is searching for Narayan and embracing everyone, asking, are you Narayan? It is something extraordinary. He came down. He asked, my dear child, to whom you are searching for? Now I want to see Narayan. Are you Narayan? No, my dear, I will tell you the path to attend Narayan. He will come to you. Yes, yes, please come. Please tell me. So whatever Narad said, he sat down there and he went on thinking the form of Narayan, some particular demarcated lines. Narayan is so and so, in this way the form is, and go on meditating on it, putting your mind all the time, and he will come soon and he will meet you. Yeah, he believed it. Simple heart. So went on, and then in time Lord comes and he sees the luminous, that vision. Narayan is standing in the heart of hearts. So he was merged in that blissful vision, and Narayan appeared outside also and tried to bring out Dhruva from meditative mood so that he can visualize. The outer world also is filled with my vision. I am in and out everywhere. To ascertain this, Lord had to disturb his mind by touching this conch on his head. And he came out of Bhav Samadhi and he saw the inner Narayana is standing out. Oh, he was merged in the meditation. Narayan had to fulfill his will. He asked, what do you want? What for you do this? Why do you meditate on me? I have come to you, come. I am pleased on you. Come on, ask me whatever you like. Oh Lord, if you are before me, what do I want? I have got everything. He forgot his desires. This is what happens to the realized souls. They forget all about the world. Neither father, nor father's lap, nor mother, nothing he remembered. Oh Lord, you are here. What else I need? The eternal satisfaction, that is bliss. He achieved it. Then of course Lord sanctioned his desire. You go back and you will sit on your lap of your father, and when you give up this body, mortal body, I have kept a eternal, constant place for you. That is the pole star Dhruva. Dhruva means the constant, ever constant, the center of the universe, the pole star, which never rises, never sets. In this way, in the stories of all these great devotees, everywhere this same theory is proved, bit by bit, letter by letter. He is all pervading. He is present everywhere. He is in and out everywhere. But yet, wherever the devotee searches for him, and wherever he wants to see him in particular, he appears there. So that is what Arjuna asks. You are all pervading. You have told it by yourself, and all the great saints have declared the same. But I want to know which all special abodes which are choiced by the devotees, and you always abide there, you are always available there. I want to hear all this. So in this way, Arjuna asked, and Lord Krishna replied, Paramam Dhamam, Paramam Teja, or the supreme light, from the Creator down to the blade of grass, the Supreme Being is the support or substratum. Therefore, He is known as the Supreme Abode. Everything is within Him. Adideva, the primordial God, or the original God, who existed before all other gods, before all other gods, Purana Purusha, or the Adi Deva. This God is Parabrahman itself. It is self-luminous. Pavitram Param, supreme purifier. The sacred rivers and holy places of pilgrimage can remove only the sins, but Parambrahman can destroy all sins and ignorance, the root cause of all sins. Therefore, Parambrahma, or the Supreme Self, is the supreme purifier, because it never allows any bit of darkness or ignorance when He reveals Himself. That's why it is called self-luminous and the supreme purifier. Just as the after the sunrise, there is no darkness anywhere. We see everything vividly. Similarly, when there is revelation of the Supreme Purifier Brahman, no question of any doubts. Nasyante tasya karmani tasmin dishte paravare. Once you get the vision, then all the doubts are clarified. All the karmas have gone forever. No karma, no karma phala. You are beyond everything. So the Supreme Purifier and Supreme Knowledge and Adi Deva, Paramam Dhama, the Supreme Abode, these are meant in this way. And this, now you are telling, and again, Ahustvam Risaya Sarve, Devarsi Naradas Tatha, Asito Devalo Vyasaha Swayam Chaiva Bravishime. All these sages have thus declared thee as also the divine sage Narada, so also Asita, the great saint, Devala and Vyasa, and now thou thyself sayest so to me. Now you yourself is telling everything. So I believe all these. Rishi is the holy sage of disciplined mind and senses. And Devarsi, a divine sage more highly developed than a Rishi, the celestial saints. In this way, I believe all these are true. Sarvam etam ritam manye. I accept all these. Janmam vadasike sava nahite bhagavan vyaktim vidur devana dhanavaha. You have already declared all this. All the great saints and sages also say the same thing. Now yourself you have explained all this. I believe everything. Everything I believe. I believe all this that thou sayest to me to be true. O Krishna, verily, O blessed Lord, neither the gods nor the demons know thy manifestation origin. Where is the origin? Anoraniyan, nobody can see it. Mahato Mahyan, nobody can visualize it. So, nobody, neither the gods nor the demons, nobody knows your origin because there is no cause for you. Causeless cause, self-luminous. Bhagavan is He in whom ever exists these 6 attributes in their fullness. Bhaga means the glory or the wealth. The great wealth is called Bhaga. So they are of 6 types. And who has all these 6 types of glory or wealth is known to be, he is called as God. Bhagavan. Bhaga asti iti Bhagavan. Guna asti iti Gunavan. Dhanavan. Vidwan. All these in this sense only. Bhagavan is he in whom ever exist these six attributes in their fullness, that is, which is jnanam, wisdom, it is an wealth, vairagya, it is passion, that is also a wealth, aishwaryam, lordship, ruling capacity, dharma, the virtues, that is also wealth, Sri, the wealth which can be used for transactions, that is called Sri. Of course, there are 8 types of Lakshmi, Ashtalakshmi. Your beauty, your qualities, they are also known as your wealth, that is Sri. Sri means wealth. And Balam, omnipotence. Also, he who knows the origin, the solution, and the future of all beings, and who is omniscient, is called Bhagavan, who knows everything, past and future. That is called omniscient. Sarvagya, Sarvagya, one who knows everything. Bhakti, Bhakta. Bhakta means manifest. Bhakti, which is manifested. So, Bhakti also in sense of origin. What is your origin? Where from you have been manifested? What is your cause? Because there is no cause, so nobody knows when you appeared and when you will disappear. Nobody knows. You are the Sashvatam, ever existing, eternal being. So how can these mortal beings, they can know your origin? Danavaha, demons are the titans, demons. Arjuna addresses the Lord as Kesava, Lord of all. Kesava has got different, many meanings. Ordinarily we understand one who sleeps in the water. So Kesava. Ka means water, Ke in the water. Sava means seti, the one who sleeps. Sleeps means it is not sleep like ours, negative sense. Sleeps means he is saturated in the water. The water is life source, so he is everywhere in the water, so he is called Prana Jivana also. So Lord is life of lives, so he is ever present in the water aspect. So he is called Kesava, and other meaning also is Lord of all. Because the Lord knows what is going on in his mind, as he is omniscient. As the Lord is source of the gods, the demons and others, they cannot comprehend his manifestation or origin. So you are called Adideva. And all these you have told it, and nobody knows your origin. That also I admit. Swayam atmanatmanam vetha tam purushottama bhuta bhavana bhutes deva deva jagatpate. O Lord, O Lord of Lords, verily thou thyself knowest thyself by thyself. You know by yourself. You know your origin and you know your end. That means there is no origin, there is no end. You know by yourself. Nobody has to make you know. O Supreme Person, Supreme Person, Purushottama. Atmana Atmanam Vetha. You know by yourself. O Source and Lord of beings, O God of gods, Bhuta Bhavana, Lord of all the beings, Bhutesa, God of gods, Deva Deva, God of gods, and Jagatpate, O ruler of the world. You are everything. You are everything. I understand it. I accept it. I agree to what you say. Purushottama means the best among all Purusas. Pure seti iti Purusaha. One who abides in the house, Pura, house or city or the abode, whatever. One who is abiding is called being, so Purusaha. And you are the best among all these Purusas. That means indirectly the individual self, limited beings. And you are the unlimited being. So you are the highest among them. He assumes the four forms, which is the source of beings, the Lord of beings, God of gods, and ruler of the world. Hence, he is called Purushottama. He is supreme abider. He abides everywhere, so he is the supreme. Deva Deva is he who is worshipped even by Indra and other gods. All the gods also, they worship you. Jagatpati, the Lord of Lord protects the world and guides the people to the instructions given in the Vedas. He is the overall ruler, guide. So, in every sense, he is all in all in the universe. Hence the name ruler of the world, Jagatpati, is given to the Lord. And tomorrow we shall see further the 16th. Arjuna is overwhelmed. Now he is going on praising Lord in different ways with different adjectives. You are so and so, you have told this, and all other saints and sages, they have declared it, they understood it, they realized it. So I believe all of you. Bhaktum arhasi asesena Divya Atma Vibhutaya Ya Bhire Vibhuti Bhire Lokan Imam Stam Vyapatishthati Tishtasi. Thou shouldest indeed tell without reserve of thy divine glories by which thou existest, pervading all these worlds. None else can do so. Bhaktum arhasya asesena. Asesena, without remainder, without leaving a trace of the glories, endlessly. You should tell me, Divyaha, all the divine glories, Atma Vibhutayaha, your glories of yourself, Ya Bhire Vibhuti Bhire Lokani Imam Stam Vyapyatishtati, by which these glories you are all pervading and you are abiding everywhere. You know it. Who else can know? He has given before. Nobody knows your origin nor end. So you only can explain what are you. Nobody else will be able to explain this. So please, Katham vidyamaham yogim stam sada parichintayan kesu kesu cha bhavesu chintyosi Bhagavan maya. In what all forms I should worship you, I should think of you. Tomorrow we shall see it. Most interesting. Katham vidyamaham yogim stam. Oh Yogeshwar, how can I understand you? In what way I shall be able to see you? Sada parichintayan, I shall be able to think of you all the time. Kesu kesu se bhavesu, in what all aspects I shall think of you. Chintyosi Bhagavan maya, I shall think of you, I shall contemplate over you in what all forms, in what all aspects, what all ways. You only can explain to me. This we shall see tomorrow. 17th and 18th. Please tell me in detail. I am enjoying it. Go on. Go on. It is most interesting. And everybody says the same thing. Most interesting. Everything is so vivid and so explanatory. The names, etc. So, Vibhiktaha. Vibhiktaha desha sevitvam. Vibhikta means the solitude. The God's name is Vibhiktaha. Vibhikta means solitude. In Vishnu Sahasranam you will find tomorrow morning, you see, mark this word, Vibhiktaha. So he is only one, without a second, so he is called Vibhiktaha, solitude. Then nobody can be found there. So this we shall discuss tomorrow. Hari Om. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnada Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय, पुरुषोत्तम भगवान की जय, कृष्ण भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय। हरि ओम। Thank you, all of you. Hari Om, Jai Gurudev.